Welcome to part 2 of this series where I showcase games that only have the overwhelmingly positive rating on Steam. Kick back, relax, let's get to it. First up, we have the space exploration game Outer Wilds. You play as an astronaut from this small village on a planet and you get launched into space in this tiny spacecraft at the start of the game. From there, you get to explore this really mysterious and intricate solar system that's filled with all sorts of secrets and hidden wonders. Your mission is to uncover mysteries of this ancient civilization that once lived in the solar system. You get to explore ruins and find clues that will help you piece together what happened to these people and why they disappeared. What's really cool about this game is that it's designed to be non-linear, so you can explore the different planets and moons in any order you want. There's also this really interesting time loop mechanic where you're stuck in a 22-minute time loop. Every time you die or the loop restarts, you start back at the beginning with all your knowledge and progress still intact. The soundtrack of this game is just amazing. It changes depending on where you are and what you're doing, so it really adds to the immersive experience. If you're into space exploration or just looking for a really unique gaming experience, then you should definitely check out Outer Wilds, as it's probably one of the best exploration games out there. Next, we have the game Teardown, where you play as a thief who has to pull off various heists by breaking into buildings and stealing valuable items. But here's the kicker. Everything in the game is fully destructible. You can use all sorts of tools to tear down walls, blow things up, and create new paths through the levels. One of the things that really sets Teardown apart from other games is its physics engine. Every object in this game behaves realistically, which means that the destruction looks and feels amazing. You can use sledgehammers, explosives, and even vehicles to create all sorts of chaos, and it's just satisfying to watch everything fall apart. What I love most about Teardown is probably how open-ended it is. There are so many ways to complete each level, and you can get really creative with the tools at your disposal. There isn't much else to say about this game. It's just a fun game to mess around with and see what kind of destruction and chaos you can cause. Next, we have Oxygen Not Included. In Oxygen Not Included, you are tasked with building and maintaining a space colony deep within an asteroid. You'll have to manage everything from food and water to temperature and sanitation, all while keeping your colonists happy and healthy. And let me tell you, that is no easy task. You'll have to gather resources, research new technologies, and constantly adapt to new challenges as they arise. And trust me, they will arise. Whether it's dealing with toxic gas pockets or fending off invasive critters, there's always something to keep you on your toes. But despite the difficulty, there's something incredibly satisfying about building a successful colony. Watching your colonists thrive as you create a self-sustaining ecosystem is incredibly rewarding, and when you finally reach the point where you can expand your colony to new asteroids, it feels like a big accomplishment. Oxygen Not Included is challenging, satisfying, and just plain fun to play. Next up is Stray. In this game, you play as a stray cat who finds himself lost in a futuristic city filled with robots. But don't worry, you're not just an ordinary cat. You have a handy little backpack that allows you to interact with your environment and solve puzzles along the way. The game features a unique gameplay experience that combines platforming, puzzle solving, and exploration. You use the cat's abilities to climb walls, jump between platforms, and interact with objects in the environment to progress through the game's various levels. One of the most notable features of Stray is its stunning visuals. The game features an incredibly detailed world filled with neon lights, futuristic architecture, and a big population of robots. The attention to detail in this game's environment creates a sense of immersion that draws you into the game's world. But what really sets Stray apart is its narrative. The story is both thought-provoking and emotional and will keep you invested in the game from start to finish. As you explore the city and interact with its inhabitants, you'll slowly piece together the mystery at the heart of the game and its journey that is well worth taking. Next, we have the indie game Webbed. In Webbed, you take on the role of a spider who must navigate a variety of environments, solve puzzles, and interact with other creatures to save her partner from being captured by a human. The spider can swing from trees using her webs, climb up walls, and use her webbing to catch prey, solve puzzles, and interact with the environment. One of the standout features of Webbed is its unique and innovative gameplay mechanics. The spider's web slinging abilities are fun and easy to learn, but there is a surprising amount of depth and strategy involved. Players must use their webbing to create bridges, swing across areas, and navigate through tricky obstacles. The puzzles in this game are challenging but rewarding, and there are plenty of hidden secrets and collectibles to discover along the way. Next up is SuperFlight. In this game, you play as a daredevil who flies through landscapes in a wingsuit. The gameplay is simple, but it requires some skill and strategy to succeed. You must fly close to objects such as rocks, cliffs, and buildings without crashing to score points and unlock new levels. The game's difficulty gradually increases as you progress, adding to the sense of achievement when you successfully complete a level. What I love about this game is the simplicity of the gameplay. It's easy to pick up and play, but it's also challenging enough to keep you coming back for more. SuperFlight also features a level editor, allowing you to create and share your own levels with others. This really adds to the game's replayability. Additionally, there's a leaderboard where you can compete with other players and see who has the highest score. Next, we have A Short Hike. In the game, you play as a young bird named Claire who is on a vacation with her family in a scenic national park. The goal of the game is to reach the summit of a nearby mountain, but to do so, you must explore the park and interact with its various inhabitants, including other animals and park rangers. As you hike through the park, you'll discover hidden treasures, solve puzzles, and participate in mini-games like fishing and racing. The game's charming pixel art graphics and soothing soundtrack make for a relaxing and enjoyable experience, while the open-world exploration and sense of discovery keep things engaging and fun. One of the standout features of a short hike is its emphasis on player choice and freedom. Although there is an ultimate objective to reach the mountain summit, there are no strict rules or time limits, allowing you to explore the park at your own pace and tackle challenges in whatever order you choose. Next, we have Ori and the Will of the Wisps. The game follows the story of Ori, a white guardian spirit who must journey through a magical forest to discover the fate of the missing owls who provide the light that powers the forest. Along the way, Ori will encounter a variety of enemies and obstacles, as well as allies who will help him on his quest. One of the standout features of Ori and the Will of the Wisps is its stunning visuals and music. The game features hand-drawn environments and characters that are brought to life with smooth animations and vibrant colors. The gameplay is a mix of platforming, combat, and exploration. Ori can jump, dash, and climb his way through the forest, as well as use a variety of abilities to defeat enemies and solve puzzles. As Ori progresses through the game, he'll learn new abilities that open up new areas to explore and new challenges to overcome. The game's story is also a highlight, with themes of friendship, sacrifice, and the power of nature woven throughout. The game is definitely a must-play for fans of platformers and adventure games. Next, we have Timberborn, a city-building strategy game that is set in a post-apocalyptic world where humans are extinct and beavers have taken over as the dominant species. In the game, you take on the role of a beaver clan leader and must build and manage a thriving beaver colony. One of the key mechanics of Timberborn is the use of water. Beavers need water to survive, so you must build waterways, dams, and irrigation systems to keep your colony hydrated. You have to manage resources such as wood, stone, and food to keep your colony thriving. Also research and develop new technologies to improve the colony's efficiency and sustainability. The game offers a range of different buildings and structures, allowing you to customize your colony to suit your playstyle. Timberborn has received praise for its unique concept, charming graphics, and engaging gameplay. The game has also been praised for its emphasis on eco-friendliness and sustainability, with players encouraged to build their colonies in a way that minimizes environmental impact. And lastly, we have Don't Starve. Don't Starve is a game that combines elements of survival, exploration, and strategy, all wrapped up in a beautifully handcrafted drawn art style. The game puts you in the shoes of a scientist named Wilson who finds himself in a mysterious and dangerous world where he must use his wits and survival skills to stay alive. The main goal of the game is simple: survive for as long as possible without starving, getting killed by monsters, or going insane. You'll need to gather resources, craft tools, and build shelter to protect yourself from the harsh elements of the environment. One of the unique features of Don't Starve is its day-night cycle. During the day, you'll explore the world, gather resources, and build your base. But when night falls, the game becomes much more challenging as monsters come out to hunt and the darkness can drive you insane. As you progress through the game, you'll encounter a variety of different creatures and biomes, each with their own unique challenges. From spiders and wolves to swamps and deserts, there's always something new and dangerous to discover. That's all the games for today. If you guys want to see a part 3 to this series, get the video to 250 likes, and if you want to keep on watching, click the video on screen now.